da da. Okay, I figure that's as good as it's gonna get because I'm outside and I'm sitting, you know, on the ground and I have this giant fan just chilling outside because I don't have a tripod. So I make do with what I've got. So this episode will be about good versus evil. Yeah! Okay, I'm sorry. I really like to talk about the polar opposites, black and white. Number one, because it doesn't actually exist. And number two, the concept of good and evil drive the story. So, you know, as you know before, it's like I focus on the antagonist more than the protagonist, because the protagonist, you know, when someone says protagonist, and I hate to use cartoon references, but I do like cartoons a lot. I do. I'm kind of guilty of that. Yes, I'm a geek. Yes, I'm a nerd. Okay, so some cartoon references that I like are like Batman and Superman. I hate Superman. He's just so perfect. So yeah, I mainly think of Superman when I think of protagonist. I think of Peter Parker when I think of protagonist. And yeah, they're the good guys. They're out saving the day. Huzzah. And when I think of bad guys, I think Joker. I think Lex Luthor. I think, you know, Venom. Oh, I like Joker. I love the J-Man. He's awesome. And you know what I find is that the bad guys are usually way more interesting than the good guys, which is unfortunate because you want to like the good guy, right? I mean, like, don't you want to like the guy who's trying to do good? Don't you? Sorry, there are kids playing outside and it's like, is everything okay? Because they're like little kids, so you're always watching. So yeah, okay, back on topic. So, why is it that like the good guys are so much less interesting than the bad guys? It makes no sense. Is it because, you know, it's like you're afraid because, you know, they're the good guys, so they're supposed to be, you know, there's got to be something wrong with them, right? I mean, they can't be half as awesome as they actually are. Like, you can't be like a person who sees crime and then want to stop it and be interesting. Perish the thought. And, you know, you're a bad guy, so you get to, you know, you get to crack awesome jokes, you get to be fun, because, you know, like, you're a bad guy doesn't make you totally and completely, like, evil. So, right. Good and evil. It's not really all that like that at all. At least I don't think so. It shouldn't be. So if it's like that, then it would just be really boring. Because it's like, oh, you're a good guy, you're boring. Oh, you're a bad guy, you're interesting. I want to hang out with the bad guy because he'd be a better party, you know, a guy to take to a club. Like, really? No. Like, people do good things. People do bad things. But no one does bad things. No one thinks that they're doing a bad thing. Like, I mean, Jean Valjean from Les Mis. I mean, he didn't think that stealing the food was necessarily a bad thing. He had his family to feed, his sister's family to feed. They were starving. He didn't think, oh, I'm being evil. You know, Javert doesn't think he's being evil. He thinks he's upholding the law by tracking down this criminal who escaped from prison. No one thinks they're doing anything evil. But the way we paint what goes on depends and makes it seem as if there is such a thing as good or evil. So, what do you think? This is Ariel Jalon.